Nancy Tivell, and I'm Executive Director of Sunnyvale Community Services. Our major focus is emergency assistance. We are here to help people who are facing some temporary financial or personal crises. The emergency assistance financial help that we give out the door has grown in 6 years from $34,000 to $240,000. 6 years ago, we helped an average of 80 families a month with food. Now we're up to 525. Now this is in Sunnyvale, the heart of Silicon Valley, in a booming economy. Thanks to the Housing Industry Foundation, many families have been able to reestablish a permanent home or to retain it. And retaining it is important because it is much more cost effective, both in terms of dollars and human lives, to keep somebody in a home than it is to have them be homeless, try to find shelter space, and they're very limited, and then get reestablished again. We have quite a few people, quite a few clients who have been in homeless shelters or battered women shelters with the same problem. They have an income, often two incomes in the family, but they're trying to accumulate just that extra bit for all of the deposits they need. And if we can't get the money quickly, they don't have a chance of getting that apartment. We've had a record of, we fax something to Debbie, she tells us, yes, this is fine, and 15 minutes later we can call the landlord and say, you will get that check tomorrow. A woman who was a professional graphic designer I met through the Chamber of Commerce. She had an illness that was covered 80% by insurance, but the 20% was enormous. She would have lost her home, and HIF help paid the mortgage.
My name is Nancy Barry Jansen. I am an illustrator and presentation designer. I am also a mother of a 9-year-old boy named Paul. 4 years ago, I started my own business out of my home. At the time, I was renting an apartment, and I built my business up and was able to start my own, buy my own house about 2 years ago. In the spring, I was trying to get business rolling again, but it was still very slow, and then suddenly I ended up in the hospital with a blood clot in my chest. So, and I didn't know how long that was going to keep me down. They had me on blood thinners, which took all my energy away from me. I had no energy. I couldn't function. I was exhausted, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I knew at that point that I had to work a lot in order to be able to keep up and make my mortgage payment and keep my home together. The Housing Industry Foundation helped me with my first and second mortgage payment for the month of April, which was a tremendous help to me. It helped me maintain my business, which now is back up and running again, and I have lots of work coming in, so things are back on track.
My name is Paul, and I'm 9 years old, and I like my house very much.
My name is Alan Engel. I'm with the Housing Industry Foundation Board of Directors. I'm actually this year I'm the Vice President, one of the Vice Presidents. And we're really very much a no-nonsense type board. There's not a lot of bureaucracy. There's not a lot of politics. But we really do roll up our sleeves and get down to work. And an example of it is the Maple Street job that we're doing currently, which is a shelter in Redwood City, California. In this case here, we provide expertise that we have. Many of us have done a number of renovations on our own project. It's just nice. It's really nice. It's a very cooperative spirit, and we have always seems like we always have plenty of volunteers, and people are eager to get the job done. We try to focus in on, like this project, as well as most of the other shelters that we work on, are self-help type situations where the individuals are not simply emergency care, but it's really trying to rebuild people's lives. And that's what's just so neat about all the projects that we've worked on, and they really focus in on getting people essentially off the streets, not just temporarily, but to get them into a whole new lifestyle.
My name's Steve, and I'm the head of the household here for the Harden family. I've got a lovely wife and 4 children. The reason why I'm talking is because I want to give thanks to the Housing Foundation. They helped us out tremendously. We were living in Los Banos, and we were business owners there, and our business became solvent. It just wasn't able to hold its own there as a small town. And so we decided to move back to the Bay Area where we were originally. When we came down here, we were supposed to stay with family, but with 4 children and things sort of got a little out of hand, and we were found ourselves to where we didn't have any place to stay. We started looking for places, but we had problems when it came down to our deposit. We could pay for the rent and things, but when it came to the deposit, we needed help, and that's when we called you. We were, very lucky and very pleased to be able to, get help from an organization such as this, and it really helped our lives tremendously. It brought us to where we were able to afford to move into the house that we have. We've got a 3-bedroom house, and it's really nice. Our lives have been blessed since we've been able to move back in here.
As far as security-wise, nobody else would even come close to helping us out with the amount that you helped us out with.
It's lightened up all of our lives. The kids have gotten stable in their school. They've met their friends. We've gotten our lives together. Everything's been going well for us, and we only look to the future being brighter and happier.
My name is Viviana Salazar. I'm 36 years old and I have 3 children. I work at IBM and my day starts at 4 a.m. I work 12-hour shifts. My baby goes to child care and then I have 2 babysitters. So my baby really has a hard day, just like me. I lived at 4th and Williams. It's a very bad neighborhood. There are a lot of drive-by shootings. I think in the last 6 months there were 12 murders in that 2-block vicinity. I would not allow my son to walk that street by himself because he's a teenager and I didn't want anybody to hurt him. My son is not into gangs. He's just a good student, a good kid. If it wasn't for your program, I would not be here in this lovely home, in this neighborhood, and in this excellent school district. I just don't know how to thank you for helping me and my family, because we all thank you. Since we moved here, it took a lot of stress off my son. He can walk up and down the street now. He takes the bus, goes wherever he needs to go. When he comes back to me and tells me he wants to go to college, it makes my heart feel very, very good, because now he has goals, which he never talked about before. It's really an awful feeling to be homeless. This is just so much better. You feel very, very safe here. It's just like a dream come true.